This is a sports catastrophe production.
Hey there, how there, ho there. It's Jeff Cutter Diamond welcoming you to another sports catastrophe on this day. And on this day, April the 14th, in the year 2019, one of the greatest comeback stories in golf history had happened. Tiger Woods did what few people thought was possible after all his brouhaha a decade earlier. He won a major, and not just that, the Masters. Tiger Woods had a lot of things going for him. And a lot of people thought that Tiger was done for because he had done some very bad things. Like, Tiger Woods had won 14 majors, he had won 4 Masters. He was just a good golfer at all that, and people liked him. But in 2009, it all went downhill as he got into an auto accident outside his Orlando home. But it was revealed that he was trying to back up from his wife, Alan Norgren, who actually was coming after and swinging a golf club at his vehicle. Tiger crashed, and then the pieces fell together about Tiger and his cheating scandals and all that. And people would drop sponsorship, all that. It negatively influenced a few things, but it did not negatively influence the PS3 video games, as Tiger Woods still had his name attached to the PGA's official video game. I should know because I played the crap out of Tiger Woods 14 for the PS3 when doing the Legends of the Masters thing. But anyway, soon it got changed to PGA 2K, whatever. But anyhow, there were a lot of people and all that, and Tiger Woods had just had problems. Not just his personal problems, but his golf problems. He would have bad backs, bad shoulders, everything. He would withdraw from tournaments, and people thought he had seen his better days. So, anyway, to get into the Masters, you had to be either a past Masters champion, one of the last 5 U.S. Open champions, one of the last 5 British Open champions, one of the last 5 PGA champions, one of the last 4 winners of the Players Championship, top 2 finishers in the U.S. Amateur, winner of the amateur of an amateur tournament, a few more amateurs, the top 12. And if you don't get that, you could get in through top 12 at the 2018 Masters or top 4 in the U.S. Open if you hadn't done anything. So once you hit one of those things, you're safe and so, all that. So anyway, yeah, there would be a lot of things. So the first rounds are Bryson DeChambeau and Brooks Koepka, both putting up 66s or 6 under par, if you will, to take the lead, with Phil Mickelson, the legend that he is, only one back at 5 under par. Dustin Johnson and Ian Poulter at 4 under par to tie for fourth. Tiger Woods was at -2, not so bad. And then round two saw some good golfing, as Koepka did, in fact, keep his first place at -7, but he was in a five-way tie with Jason Day, Francisco Molinari, Louis Oosthuizen, and Adam Scott. All very good golfers, and namely there. Tiger was just off the pace after shooting a 68 on day two. He was at 6 under par, just one back of the leaders. Therefore, it was huge and all of that. So the Masters with the 10-shot rule, meaning that all players within 10 shots of the leaders would make the cut. So that means it was a +3 and all that. 65 players made the cut because of that. And 4 amateurs, Hovland, Ortiz, Blink, and Kenyatta, made the cut, making it the most since the cut was introduced in 1957. In the third round, Francesco Molinari put up a 66 or 6 under par to go to 13 under par and take a 2-shot lead over Tony Finau and Tiger Woods. Tiger was just there. Brooks Koepka was all on fourth, Ian Poulter and Webb Simpson tied for fifth after the third round. So, anyway, the field did pretty well for themselves. But 64 was the big scores. Webb Simpson, Tony Finau, and Patrick Cantley all put up 64s. So the final round. Now, the final round was different because of thunderstorms being forecast later in the day, whereas you usually wait till like 6, 7 o'clock to crown the Masters champion. They had to start their golf at 7:30. They were grouped into threesomes, meaning the leaders would tee off at 9:20 a.m., which was unusually early. Anyway, Francesco Molinari held the lead through 11 holes and put up all that. So anyway, it was huge from Molinari. Molinari had a two-stroke lead by lunchtime and all that. Unfortunately, Brooks Koepka and Ian Poulter both put double bogeys, and Jason Day made it to 10 under par. By 12:47, Francesco Molinari had a good shot to target the flag, but unfortunately it rolled into Race Creek. Anyway, Molinari and Finau put up double bogeys on 12. That double bogey meant Molinari was tied for first with Tiger and Xander Schauffele. Anyway, by 1 o'clock in the afternoon, Victor Hovland of Norway, who would become a decent golfer in the years to come, was the low amateur at 3 under par, which was pretty good. All that. Jason Day finishes his round to be at minus 11, meaning that that's the score you have to beat to win the Masters. All that. So, anyway, unfortunately, Francisco Molinari botched his drive on 15 and follows up with a misplaced layup. He ends up hitting an overhanging bridge and lands into the pond. It would be a double bogey, and Tiger would put up a birdie on the exact same hole to get to 13 under par and lead Dustin Johnson, who was in the clubhouse as the leader at 12 under par. After a birdie on 16 and 17 and a par on 17, Tiger was up by 2 strokes. He knew that all he needed to do was par or even bogey, and he was the Masters champion. And that's what he did. He bogeyed, and it was just amazing. The return of greatness, as Jim Nance would say on the CBS podcast. And at 2:29, which was like 4.5 hours before usually finding out the Masters champion, Tiger Woods was crowned the Masters champion. Tiger was close. He got a 70, 68, 67, 70 for his round, minus 13, 2 million buckles, and all that. Dustin Johnson, Brooks Koepka, and Xander Schauffele all tied for second at 12 under par. Jason Day, Tony Finau, Francisco Molinari, and Webb Simpson all were at 11 under par to tie for fifth. It was just amazing how Tiger would do such a thing and all that. But a few weird stats to consider. Tiger had never won a major in which he was trailing after 54 holes or round three. After round three, when he was winning a tournament, you can kind of guess that he won the major. He never came from behind, which was unusual. But yeah, he finally did it. And he became the fifth player to have a gap of 10 plus years between major wins. Henry Cotton, Julius Boros, Hale Irwin, and Ben Crenshaw were the other four. I can imagine Crenshaw's was because 84 Masters and then 95 Masters. After Harvey Pinnock, his swing coach, died, Crenshaw won the Masters. So Tiger put up his fifth green jacket and 15th major. He was now one short of Jack Nicklaus's 6 Masters wins and three short of the 18 major wins that Nicklaus had sent. At age 43, he became the second oldest Masters champion behind only Jack Nicklaus when he won it at 46 in 1986 in one I did a few years ago. And it was like huge. His distance is distance between Masters championships of 14 years. He was the last Green Jacket was 2005 in a video I did a week ago. And then 2019, 14 years between Masters was the record. The record was Gary Player had 13 years. But Tiger Woods had done it. He made me a believer. I basically didn't think Tiger would get close at all. Well, I gotta eat my words because Tiger won the tournament and he can't beat that. Anyhow, I'm Jeff Diamond.